Welcome everyone, it's Vapors of Dragonmar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. Last time we did some ridiculous stuff with Doom Tower. I still don't see this account making a whole lot of progress yet, because I need to get the other guy to 60, and even then I just don't see it. It's gonna be a rough ride, to say the least. We're going to need a healer to get past some of this. That in our Great Hall is rubbish, to say the least. Like, I needed a more robust Great Hall in order to do it with the champs I currently have. So because of that, we aren't going to be progressing that far yet. Keywords is yet, because I still have to... There's still a lot of questions that have to be answered. As we Dark Bolt and reap our way to success. Arc Bolt, Reap, and Acid Rain our ways to success. I mean, I would develop Sniper, except right now the big ticket is the big ticket is it's always nerve-wracking whenever you get repeatedly provoked by this boss, because this boss is highly irritating and dangerous. But we still got it. And the book that goes with it. So that's good. I managed to pull through with enough acid rains. Enough of that landed that we could get the job done. And I'm putting on another sweater in here because it's chilly. In general, it's quite chilly in here. You guys may not notice it, but it is super chilly in the middle, in the end of March. Not even the middle. It's the end of March. I can't even complete all of these quests. There's a reason why I buy shards every single time. There is a reason. Because I need to continuously upgrade everything. I do not see... Like, I have to give him as much XP as I possibly can. Because I've got to try to get one champ maxed before, or try to get towards that point before I can get another champ maxed. In terms of Spirit Host, I'm going to have to farm her food in campaign repeatedly. See, although he's not designed for campaign, I need something to boost this account's clan boss team. And this is the only way I know of doing it. Is repeatedly, you know, trying to get Outlaw Monk as close to 60 as I can. And then maybe put him in a partial lifesteal set with some accuracy in it. That's what I'm thinking, or something like that. Someone to give him a heal. Or a champ to get him a heal like Valerie or Apothecary. Something to heal him. As right now, I don't have a strat to heal him. Unless I can get like a leech with... If I can find a leech with... A leech with some kind of lifesteal. Like, oh, well, no, like a leech with a War Master. That's what I'm looking for. War Master. Because leech with War Master would drastically increase his damage output. Because that's what I'm trying to do. Because right now, I just need to have 260s on the account. That's the problem. I need 260s. And the only way to do that is by working very hard to try to give him any XP I can. I don't have any potions. I did try to do some Elden Ring today. I did kill the Walking Church, but what I didn't manage to do was I didn't manage to defeat any other bosses yet. Because, yeah, I just haven't managed it. See, they're already all 60 and above. And Outlaw Monk on my team is yet to reach that. But once he does reach level 60, he will be capped, unlike the AI. He will be capped at that. His biggest issue is that he's not very versatile. He kind of is really only good for bosses versus clan boss and other bosses. He's not good versus campaign or arena or there's a whole list of other things. He's not good versus wave content. Outlaw Monk. He's only really good versus bosses. And even then, he's not that great versus Spider either because he doesn't have a burn. Burn is the most reliable way of like killing Spider. Is burn. He doesn't have it. Coffin Smasher can be used, but only in a pinch. I wouldn't recommend building Coffin Smasher just for that. I would recommend other champs if you can get them. Now, Dragstar, you can get him technically, but he's a wretch to get, to be honest. Because basically, you have to build up a tag team and constantly be chipping away at Tag Team Arena. And that is difficult. Now, as for getting to Nightmare, that's a whole nother story entirely. Tired today. Anyway, I'm hoping I could figure out what to do in Elden Ring and beat that other stuff, but I may end up just night grinding for souls. Okay, we got him to 50. That's a big one. So let's try to get him. Okay, now we burned those. We didn't get a heck of a lot for it, which hurts, but what can you do? Going for arena is always good value. Doesn't matter what it is, it gives you points on everything. Let's try to get him over 50. Good old Outlaw Monk. I knew he was going to do that, so I was like, let's just get that out of our system. Ha! Outlaw Monk with the snipes. Outlaw Monk with the snipes. Perfect. Keep the momentum going. Okay, where are we at? Well, we're going to get him over level 50 before we do that if we can. Got a Lego book. It's not terrible. Honestly. Getting him to level 60, though, is going to be a wretch. Even with this style. Because I don't have any potions, remember? Fight it out. Over campaign. Those extra turns are really clutch in general for him. Outlaw Monk, because he doesn't really have anything else other than those extra turns. That's his core amazing mechanic, is those extra turns. Without it, I don't know how viable he even would be, because all he does is poison, so he has to do something besides poison to be viable anywhere else. And even then, most of it is just poison anyway. Most of Outlaw Monk is poison. I'm praying. Ugh, I'm praying that I could either beat the Erd Tree thing, one of the bosses. Like either the Erd Tree Watchdog or the Erd Tree Avatar. Yeah, that's it. I mean, we're not going to be able to use a legendary book for a long time, because the game has to first do a thing called give me a legendary. I have to actually get a legendary, and that's really rough. And then you need a legendary that needs booking to really make use of it. Legendaries is really a late game thing. That's the truth. You're beginning to see how he functions in Clan Boss. He gets 2 extra turns and he throws a poison. That's how he works. I mean, if there's anyone to get a bunch of XP and needs it, it's Outlaw Monk. Because he needs... If I want him to be good for Clan Boss, he needs as much XP as I can give him. And that's the reality of the matter. Because he's going to have to endure a lot of improvements and aid. He's going to need aid too. Improvements and aid to really get into those bigger teams. Because as he moves up the order... Yeah, that'll do for now. Let's try out manual. Getting some poison out. Like... He's getting stronger, but I still need to get better gear on him, and I still need to get a healer. Because we don't have a healer. And it's a problem. You see, what the extra turn does, as you might have surmised, is it reduces the cooldown. The last 9 levels are going to be a nightmare to get, but That we kind of expected that. I mean, I'd be shocked if that wasn't a problem. If he could get more extra turns, there's like a way of doing that. %10 chance. Is there any way to increase that chance of an extra turn? Is there any way? Because that would be great to increase his chance of an extra turn. Might as well increase his attack. Might as well. Maybe with like a Pain Keeper, we could reduce his cooldowns or whatever. But that's all, like, until I actually get those champs, I can't do it. That's the bitter truth of it. And the chance of doing 8 million damage without a healer, we really don't have a hope. 8 million damage. We really don't have a hope right now. I'm going to let it refresh because I know I can't get it done. And I'm tired. We got 6 frags of him, but it's another 94 frags to go. Real talk.